Hello and welcome everyone. In today's video, I am going to tell you about government and different form of governments. As the name suggests, government is a group of people who have authority to govern the country or state or any kind of territory. Means they have administrative power. They have control over judiciary, executives and legislation. They can make the law, they can apply it to the people, and they can appoint the people who will take care that all the laws which are being made by them are being properly executed. Now we have many type of governments, but the most basic one are monarchy, dictatorship and democracy. These are three major parts of or types of government which the world seen in these many decades or centuries. Before starting about these three governments, I would like to tell you the story of Ram, Sham and Ghanshyam. Starting with the Ram. Ram is the prince of Ayodhya. His father, whose father's name was Dashrath, he was the ruler of Ayodhya. So, Ram got the property or the territory of his father as king. He became king after his father because he was the son of a king. So, this kind of ruling or this type of government is called as monarchy. But Ram also had a friend, his name was Sham. He was the military man, he was in the army of Hasti. And he found out one day that the king, who is the king of Hasti, is not that efficient. He is not able to rule the territory properly. He is not making good policies for the people, and the people of Hasti are not happy with him. So he asked all his military friends that let us took over the country. We will take the king and throw him out of the country, and we will make a good governance in our country. So all the military people said, okay, you are our commander. We'll help you out because you are doing good to our nation. So he killed the king and became the next king. Now this military person who was Sham, now he is the king. So when this thing happens, a military person took over the ruling, then it is called as dictatorship. Now coming to the third type, which is democracy. I'll tell you this with the story of Ghanshyam, who is a MP or MLA of Hastinapur. In Hastinapur, there are many people. In each and every 5 years, they vote to find out their ruler. They give vote, and the one who gets the most number of votes become the king. So this type of ruler or the Ghanshyam is a part of democracy. He is a democratic ruler. Hope you might have understood what these three type of governments are, but I am telling you further in the terms. Now I will tell you in detail what the monarchy is apart from the story. Monarchy has king, queen or emperor, as I told you. And after the ruler, their heir. Heir means their son or daughter will become the next king or queen. We have seen many traditional monarchies, as you have heard already in many stories about the kings and queens. But there are constitutional monarchies as well. I have told you about democracy earlier. When there is democracy, and we also have monarchy. So this kind of system is called as constitutional monarchy. Means people have power to elect their ruler, but ultimately there will be a king or queen to overhead or to look after all those elected peoples. So that type of government is called as constitutional monarchy. In United Kingdom, we have this kind of democracy. Now coming to the next type of government, that is dictatorship. Dictatorship is ruled by a single person, and this single person should be from military. When military took over the control, they are called as dictatorship. Now you must be thinking, both the terms are same. There was a person who was ruling in monarchy and dictatorship as well. But in monarchy, it was hereditary. But dictatorship do not follow the hereditary system. Means after the next army commander will be the head of that state or that country. In dictatorship means the son or the daughter of that commander would not become the next king or queen or next ruler. Now coming to the third type of government. The third type of government is democracy. Now we find it throughout the world. Most of the country follow this kind of system. This system has sovereign powers, means the people have power to vote or to elect their ruler, irrespective to their religion, color, caste, gender, creed, etc. Means there are certain group of people, they have right to vote, and these people will elect their ruler. In democracy, commonly it is said as ballot substitute the ballot, which means if people are not liking the government, they will elect the next person in next tenure. The most important thing to maintain the democracy is universal adult franchise or the universal adult suffrage. And this universal adult suffrage means all the adults of that country or that state have power to vote. This is called as universal adult franchise. In India, the age for universal adult suffrage is 18 years. And when these 18 years old people, irrespective to their caste, color, religion, gender, etc., are voting out for their ruler, this type of government is called as democracy. For example, in each 5 years, India has elections and we elect our rulers or the MPs, MLAs, prime ministers, etc. So India has the democratic government. Now, this democratic government can be of two types. First one is presidential and second one is parliamentary. We all know that our country has prime minister and president both, but India follows the parliamentary system, which means prime minister will be the head of state. All power lies in the hand of prime minister. They have the power to govern, they have the power to rule, and they can make the policy for the people. They take care of all the policies or measures or laws being made by the government or the union ministers. But on the other, which is we have in our country, but on the other hand, all these power to govern, to make policies, to make laws are lies in the hand of president. If they lies in the hand of president, that is called as presidential system of democracy, and if this power lies in the hand of prime minister, it is called as parliamentary system. Now, hope you have understood what a democracy is. Now, there are few points which helps in maintaining the democracy, as we all are living in the government of democratic type. So we must be knowing how to make a democracy strong. So we all can make the democracy successful and strong by all these following measures. People should be aware and educated about their right and duties. Means they should be knowing that what they can do for the country and what they can ask to the ruler, that why you are doing this for the country and is it good or not. They should be disciplined and obey the laws. If those people who are electing the rulers, they themselves are not taking care or following the rules which are made by the rulers, it would be tough for them to find out that how to manage the governance, as happened in the class. If you obey the teacher, you are able to study properly, and if you are not obeying the teacher, you would not be able to look after the class properly, or you would not be getting much knowledge about the class, and it will be tough for you to understand what's going on in the class. Similar happen with the government if no law is being obeyed or followed. People should take interest in the formation of government and should exercise their right to vote. If people are not voting, that means good ruler or the people you might think that it can be good for the country would not get elected, or Those few people who want their favorite person to get elected, they'll vote, and those who are not voting, they would not get the chance to find out which ruler is good for them. Next point is people should keep themselves informed about the policies of government. If you don't know what the government is doing for you, how you will find out the democracy is good or not? How you will find out that the government is good or not? Are they doing good for you or not? The work they are doing are correct for the country or not? They should formulate public opinions, and they will get fair chance and feel free to ask about government. Same which I told you earlier, that people should be informed. They must be knowing that what the government is doing for them. If you know that the government is doing right for you, you will be in favor of government, you will vote them again, and they will become ruler again. And if they are not doing good for the country, you can not vote them, and they will not become the ruler for next time. So in this way you must be formulating the public opinion. If the government is good, people will be thinking the same, they will be knowing the government is good, so they'll vote them again. And they should be aware of right to question the government. This is one of the most important thing. We as a citizen of the country which is democratic, all the people who have right to vote, they also have right to ask the question. They can ask the government whether whatever they are doing is good for their country or it is not good for their country. So this is the right to question, and for this government has given us the right to information or RTR. Now this is all about the type of government and governance. See you in the next video. Till then, if you like the video, hit the subscription bell, like the video, and if you are still facing any difficulty in any type of government, ask in the comment section below. Thank you. Signing off.